So guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new 89 rated Player of the Month Harry Kane card. At the time of recording, the Player of the Month SBC is costing around 250k on both consoles, so I've picked up the loan version to try him out first before I consider spending that amount of coins on an untradeable player. Which brings me on to one obvious thing that I advise you guys to consider before doing the Kane SBC, and that's the fact that Harry Kane is one of the best strikers in the world. Why does that matter? Well, because it means the chances he's probably going to get quite a few special cards throughout the year. So before even knowing how good or bad this card is in game, think about how many coins you want to spend on a card that could soon have a better version available. Even with that in mind, it is still an awesome looking card and it's very appealing to a lot of players, and I do imagine that plenty of you watching may have already picked him up. Anyway, before we continue, in the comments below, let me know if you are going to pick him up and also who you'd like me to review next, and also if you could leave a like on the video, that would be awesome. So, it's stats time. In-game attributes for Harry Kane make for some good reading. That 95 finishing is obviously a good standout, as is the 89 strength. And I will say early on, one thing I wasn't a fan of was his dribbling, but we'll discuss that more later on in the video. But one thing I was a fan of, however, was his aerial ability, because he pretty much won every header. Harry Kane has a 4-star weak foot, which obviously is a pretty nice bonus. He does shoot and pass well off both feet. However, the 3-star skills, they're a bit of a shame, just because I prefer my attackers to be 4-star. He's also got high work rates, which some people don't like. However, I'm not one of those people. I actually prefer my players to have high work rates this year, and I actually think it helped Harry Kane because with him not being the quickest of players, I just felt that the high work rates kept him moving about a bit more. So let's chat about those pace stats. It's normally something I talk about first, but I've left it till last on purpose here because newsflash, he's not quick. Not in FIFA anyway. It's shocking, I know, but he can beat players, especially if he gets goal side on a defender's shoulder like you'll see in the first clip. Despite not being the quickest, he can stay ahead of the defender using his strength. So, getting into the in-game clips, what are you going to see? Well, you're going to see a clinical striker at work. His positioning was fantastic, and his hold-up play was excellent too. However, as I mentioned earlier in the video, his dribbling isn't too great, and he can feel heavy on the ball at times. But just quickly, here comes a Rabona cross from Christian Eriksen, and Harry Kane is at back stick ready to head hit home. The next clip shows some pretty lackluster defence from my opponent, but it also shows a very clinical power strike from Mr. Harry Kane. Look at that, I think it's Senhor who is in net. No chance. So we know he can score, and throughout the video you're going to see him score headers, you're going to see him score simple finishes, long shots, etc. But he also sets goals up as well. Now if you remember at the start of the video, he actually did have 4 assists on his record, so it was pleasing to see that he didn't just contribute with goals, but with assists as well. I really did like his passing, and he has got the strength to just, simply play that hold-up role or that target man role if that's how you wanted to use him anyway, and you've seen he can head the ball very well already. So if you wanted to, just grab some pacey wingers and whip balls into him, he will get on the end of them. So now a new little segment, how to deal with this player if you come up against him. So if you do match up against Player of the Month Harry Kane, which I'm pretty sure you will at some point, close him down. He's not quick and he doesn't turn very well. He's got good strength, so he's going to put up a fight, but his balance, it's not the best, so you can knock him off the ball. But if you do allow him space, he's going to long shot. If you leave him free in the area, he's going to finish. So you've got to pressure him out the game. He has got pretty good off the ball movement as well, so you've got to track him and make sure you're watching his runs. Right then, we're coming up to summary time. So let's recap the positives. First of all, clinical. He is very clinical in front of goal. Like I said earlier, he can pretty much score any type of goal. His passing for a striker was great, and he's very strong. He puts up a good battle, and in the air, aerially, he is fantastic. And one more thing, his positioning. I love his positioning. He makes great runs, and for most part, he was pretty much always in the correct position for me. Negatively, the balance and agility can let him down at times, I think, and to be honest, as good as he was as a whole, for an 89 rated card, you would want him to be a bit better on the ball. Now, I'm not going to put his dribbling down as a major negative, but for an 89 rated card, you would expect him to be a bit better with the ball at his feet. But nevertheless, he's still a brilliant striker, and I understand some people might not like him at first due to his pace, but once you get used to him, you're going to love his goal scoring capabilities. And if you are unsure about the pace, put him up top in a 2-strike formation, have someone pacey next to him, and just use the 1-2s, get up the field, and start taking off shots with Harry Kane. So to end, is this Player of the Month Harry Kane SBC worth doing? Now, I like this card, I really did, but to be honest, I have to say, I wouldn't want to spend 200 plus K on this untradeable card, just because of the form that Harry Kane's in and his recent history. Now, we know he scores freely, so there's a very good chance that he's going to get better cards throughout the year. So for that reason, I wouldn't pick up this card, just because, like I said, he's going to have better versions available soon. Maybe not in the next few weeks, but, you know, at some point Harry Kane is going to pick up another special card. So unless you've got like a ridiculous amount of coins, or you just really want this Harry Kane card in your club, I wouldn't pick it up personally. Wow, I have really rambled on, haven't I? Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like on it. Remember to also leave a comment, let me know if you've tried Harry Kane, how he was for you, or if you're going to pick up the full version, let me know in the comments below. But apart from that guys, thanks for watching, thanks for all the support on the channel recently, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.